African Union Communications Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals intelligence and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command and combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing on the progress of the special military operation as of January 28, 2025. The armed forces of the Russian Federation continue to conduct a special military operation. Units of the North Group of Forces in the Kharkiv direction inflicted defeat on formations of the Motorized Infantry Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine and the Territorial Defense Brigade in the areas of the settlements of Liptsy and Volchansk in the Kharkiv region. The Ukrainian armed forces lost up to 25 servicemen, an armored combat vehicle, and 2 cars. 2 field artillery guns and an ammunition depot were destroyed. As a result of decisive actions by units of the West Group of Forces, the settlement of Direknia in the Kharkiv region was liberated. The manpower and equipment of a tank brigade, 2 mechanized brigades, an assault brigade of the Ukrainian armed forces, and 2 territorial defense brigades were damaged in the areas of the settlements of Topoli, Zapotnoye, Peskanoy, Lozovaya, Kopanki, Zeleny Gai, Krasnoy Pervoy in the Kharkiv region, Makievka in the Luhansk People's Republic, Yampol, Grigorovka, and Ivanovka in the Donetsk People's Republic. The enemy's losses amounted to 330 servicemen, 4 combat armored vehicles, including 2 U.S.-made M113 armored personnel carriers, and 6 cars. 4 field artillery pieces, including 3 Western-made ones, 2 electronic warfare stations, and 2 ammunition depots were destroyed. Units of the Southern Group of troops occupied more advantageous lines and positions. They defeated the formations of 2 mechanized assault brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine and 2 territorial defense brigades in the areas of the settlements of Verkhnekamenskoye, Yantarnoy, Zelenovka, Opeksovo-Vasilevka, Chesavyar, and Daknoy of the Donetsk People's Republic. The Ukrainian armed forces lost up to 220 servicemen, 2 American HMMWV armored combat vehicles, 3 cars, and a 105mm M119 gun made in the USA. An ammunition depot was destroyed. Units of the Center Group of Forces continued to advance deep into the enemy's defense. They defeated the manpower and equipment of 4 mechanized, motorized infantry brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, 2 brigades of the National Guard, and a territorial defense brigade in the areas of the settlements of Sherbanovka, Zerzhinsk, Lysovka, Krimskoye, Zvarivo, Novoelizavetovka, Vozdvizenka, Yasenovoy, Novovasilevka, and Kotlino of the Donetsk People's Republic. The enemy lost up to 600 troops, 2 tanks, 2 armored combat vehicles, including a U.S.-made Bradley infantry fighting vehicle, 7 vehicles, and a field artillery gun. Units of the East Group of Forces continued to advance into the depths of the enemy's defense. The formations of the Mechanized Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, the National Guard Brigade, and the Territorial Defense Brigade were defeated in the areas of the settlements of Bogodar, Vermivka, and Rivnepil of the Donetsk People's Republic. The enemy's losses amounted to over 115 servicemen, a tank, 2 vehicles, and 4 field artillery pieces, including 1 piece of Western manufacture. Units of the Dnieper Group of Forces inflicted losses on the manpower and equipment of the Mechanized Brigade, the Coastal Defense Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, and the Territorial Defense Brigade in the areas of the settlements of Stepnogorsk, Novopokrovka, Rabatino in the Zaporizhia region, Antonovka in the Kherson region, and the city of Kherson. The Ukrainian armed forces lost more than 40 servicemen and 3 vehicles. Operational tactical aviation, strike unmanned aerial vehicles, missile forces, and artillery of the Russian armed forces groups damaged the infrastructure of military airfields, production workshops, and warehouses for storing unmanned aerial vehicles and unmanned boats, as well as concentrations of enemy manpower and equipment in 152 areas. Air defense systems shot down 15 rockets from the U.S.-made HIMARS multiple launch rocket system and 64 aircraft-type unmanned aerial vehicles. Since the beginning of the special military operation, a total of 652 aircraft, 283 helicopters, 41,635 unmanned aerial vehicles, 590 anti-aircraft missile systems, 20,870 tanks and other armored combat vehicles, 1,510 multiple launch rocket systems, 21,022 field artillery pieces and mortars, and 30,853 special military vehicles have been destroyed. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.